And we're back, home in South Florida. It feels so good to have some warm weather. Don't get me wrong, I grew up in cold weather, at least having the 4 seasons because I grew up in New York. So I do like snow, brick, cold wind in your face. I love that stuff. I do like cold weather, but cold weather is better when you know you're coming back to warmer weather. I'm just saying. Every year for the holidays, at the end of the year, we go to Georgia. We almost didn't go because of COVID-19, because we just didn't really feel that safe on the plane, especially with Bodhi. I don't know. It just didn't seem like a good fit for this year. However, we still went. So here's the backstory as fast as possible. So although we go to spend the holidays in Georgia, we wanted to spend the holidays here, especially having Bodhi open up his gifts underneath a tree here in South Florida, besides just going somewhere else. So what we did is we went to look for a tree. Borchin saw that by her yoga practice that they were selling trees, but it happened to be at a farm. And this farm had a bunch of farm animals. And Bodhi, he's at this point where now he's starting to make a bunch of animal noises, so we thought it'd be fitting to go to this place and to look for a tree at the same time. So we went, and we got there, and Bodhi was having the time of his life playing with the animals and feeding them. It was great. And then by the time we left, we got into the car and we said, we forgot to look for a tree. So then we left and we just kept driving, and then let's go to a couple places. We found this one place with really nice trees, but then when we got there, the trees were not that great and a little too expensive for our taste, so we decided to move on. And then we found ourselves going to one of those stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, one of those places, I don't know, they're probably in competition. I shouldn't mention both of them at the same time, but I am. We went to one of those stores and we got a tree for less than $100, so it was good. We got the tree, we set it up at home, it was fantastic. Bodhi's godfather, Uncle Twin, was able to hang out with us and spend that time and set up the tree with us. So it was really just nice. It's a family moment, because that's really what it's about. And then the morning of Christmas, it was awesome. Bodhi got to wake up and see all the gifts, and Mom and Dad went ham, and we got him stuff, and probably shouldn't have spent so much money, but we can't help it because we're parents, and it was lovely. That's the backstory. We spent Christmas here in South Florida. So then instead of flying, going all the way to the airport and having to risk all that COVID stuff, we decided that we were gonna drive. We haven't driven to Georgia in a very long time, but we broke it up this time. We decided that we were gonna stop in Port St. Lucie first to see her family, my wife's family. Stopped there, or is it Stewart? Same thing, Martin County. We stopped up there, we spent a couple days, had amazing Turkish food as we usually do, and then from there we drove all the way up to Georgia. It's about a 8-hour drive, I think, 8 hours and change. We made it up there, and we spent the holidays in Georgia with my family. Something that we love to do, and let me tell you, this trip, this was a good one. So a couple things that happened. Of course, it was just like a good time to just sit back, relax, reflect on the year. We've been through a lot, but also we've gone through a lot. We've worked really hard. So we felt like we deserved a little bit of time off, but knowing myself, I just couldn't just sit there. I went on a trip to take some landscape photography, and if you know me, it's just one of those things that I love to do. It's just like me time in nature. I feel spiritual, it's a good time. And I got some great shots, and I feel really good. I want to get some of these printed, put around the house. Maybe I'll get into selling them. I don't know. We'll see where the career leads us. I really appreciate all the good and awesome and very encouraging responses and comments that you guys sent me when I posted them. Feels really good to have that, and these photos mean a lot to me because it's something that I really enjoy doing. While I was out, I got to show my wife, son, and my sister the abandoned bridge in Cartersville area. It was really cute to see Borchin walking out onto the, because she's not like one of those like risk takers, but something in her was like, I'm gonna go walk across the abandoned bridge. It was really funny that she did that. My wife Borchin, one of her like wishes every year is to experience snow during Christmas, and every year it never happens. It happens when we leave or right before we get there. It never happens. This year she got her wish. Feel the snow? Go get your shoes on. Now, it wasn't like snow in like the, you know, where you can make snow angels and you can make, you know, snowmen. It's not one of those situations, but we experienced snow. And Bodhi, he's experienced snow before, but he was a baby, so he didn't really know and understand what it was. Oh, his first time feeling the snow! Oh no! Yeah. But now he was like looking outside and he was like, what is that? And he got to feel the cold brick air on his face. And I feel like every kid needs to feel that at a young age at some point in some level, especially if you live in South Florida, so you can appreciate the beautiful, wonderful paradise weather that we have every single day, not to rub it in anybody's face. So that was really cute. Bodhi got to experience that. And then we took a trip up to Amicalola. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Amicalola is like the beginning of the Appalachian Trail in northern Georgia area, and it's got like these mountain areas. And let me tell you, the ride is kind of scary if you're not used to going uphill on a mountain, but it is gorgeous, it is beautiful. And there was this moment as we were driving where it just started getting foggy, and like it's probably like a low cloud, but in my mind we were up in the clouds and it was just beautiful. And then we got up there and I was able to take photos of this waterfall. And there's one thing that I love about photography, just you and your camera, just capturing these moments of awe and wonder, and they just make you feel so small. And in these small moments, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. While we were up in Amicalola Falls, we also had lunch at the lodge, which is really nice. You get to just sit in that area, this like wooden lodge area, and then just overlook the mountains. Oh, gorgeous, beautiful. This is what I'm talking. This is living. This is what I want to do. Every single day. Anywho, my parents, they live in this area that's, the back porch is facing the west, which is where the sun falls, and it's right by these like smoky factory things, but it's just so beautiful. I always have to get a shot of it. I always have to just capture it, whether it's a time lapse, whether it's video, and we just had some really gorgeous sunsets. I mean, my parents get to experience that all the time, but you know, for people that only go up there once, twice a year, it is stunning, something else. The fun part is my sisters, they have kids now too, so it's just really nice to see your siblings' kids hang out with your kids and just see them play and hang out and have fun. That was probably a joy. And then after that, when it was all said and done, the trip was over. We hugged, we kissed, and we said goodbye. And it was sad, but also we were revived and we felt refreshed and we were ready to just come back to South Florida. But before we got back to South Florida, we had to stop in Stewart, Port St. Lucie, Martin County, I don't know, wherever that is. We had to stop there and see Borchin's family, and that's always really nice. And we got to do the same thing and spend it on her side. Bodhi got to hang out with his cousins and just have laughs and good times, and we were just able to spend time. And a lot has been going on within our whole family, so it's just so nice, and it means a lot to spend time with our loved ones. And I hope you got to have that too, especially during this crazy season, this crazy time. It was nice. And for us, a big part of our life is our son, and maybe future kids in the future, but that's a sensitive topic. But really, the special part is to show our son Bodhi as much of this world and experience as much as possible, because we believe that life experience is really where you learn, where you grow, and where you progress, and that's what develops you as a person. So it was really nice to show him and just him be conscious of it and to see new things, and it was great. Well, I got some things to do. I know you got some things that you have to do. It's the beginning of the year. We're all pretty busy, so whatever that is, just make sure that you handle that. Here he comes. Woo-hoo!
I think he stepped dancing.